You're listening to AI Prism from Seoul Economic Daily.
Before you sign anything in Seoul's property market, Seoul's average apartment purchase price just crossed 1 billion won for the first time, and new supply data confirms the shortage is about to get worse. It's Tuesday, June 16th. Let's look at what's happening in Korea's property market. Seoul's housing market is experiencing simultaneous pressure across all three segments. Purchase prices, Jeonse deposit rents, and monthly rents all rose in May. New apartment supply in Seoul this year is projected at 27,158 units, down 26.9% from 2025's 37,103 units. Next year's projected supply drops further to 17,197 units, the lowest in recent years. Here's what the numbers show. Seoul's average apartment purchase price crossed 1.01 billion won, roughly $720,000 for the first time on record, according to Korea Real Estate Board data for May. Private apartment presale prices in Seoul averaged 6,355,000 won per 3.3 square meters, the first time the metric has exceeded 6 million won. That represents an 8.85% increase month on month. The May Jeonse index for Seoul rose 0.91% in a single month, the largest monthly gain in 12 years and 7 months. Monthly rents rose 0.81% in May, the highest rate since June 2015, nearly 11 years ago. Among districts, Songpa rose 1.62% in Jeonse in 1 month. Seongdong rose 1.44%. Nowon rose 1.40%. School levies collected from apartment developers last year totaled 340.4 billion won, roughly $243 million, up 34 billion won from 2024. Seoul city government is escalating oversight of redevelopment projects, shifting the presiding officer of its progress review meetings from director general level to deputy mayor level starting this month. The city submitted formal requests to the central government asking for LTV on relocation loans in designated speculation zones to be raised from 40% to 70%, and for a 3-year temporary relaxation of ownership transfer restrictions in redevelopment areas. The city is also requesting that floor area ratio bonuses currently limited to public projects be extended to private redevelopment, and that the ratio of affordable rental units required in redevelopment zones be reduced from the current calculation to 30% of bonus floor area. So what does this mean for real estate investors and residents? Earlier, we noted supply for next year is projected at 17,197 units, roughly half of this year's already reduced figure. Here's what that actually means for you. If you are renting in Seoul and your lease expires in 2027, you are entering the tightest supply window in years with fewer alternatives than any point in the last decade. The Seoul city government's push to raise relocation LTV from 40% to 70% would directly expand financing access for households currently locked out of redevelopment transitions. But central government approval is required and timing is uncertain. The school levy remains in place despite a 2024 proposal to abolish it, meaning presale prices carry an embedded 0.4% cost that flows through to buyers. What to watch? Central government response to Seoul's LTV and redevelopment regulation revision requests. Approval would accelerate supply timelines by improving financing conditions for displaced households. Seoul presale price data for June and July. Watch whether the 6,000 won per pyeong threshold becomes a new floor. Korea Real Estate Board monthly report for June, released next month. The Jeonse rate of change will be the clearest leading indicator of whether the shortage is intensifying. That's today's AI Prism, Real Estate. This episode was produced with AI assistance based on Seoul Economic Daily reporting and reviewed by a human editor. AI Prism is a Wan Ifra award-winning series. We'll be back tomorrow.
You've been listening to AI Prism from Seoul Economic Daily.